Okay folks, today I'm going to do a quick little overview on the Striker 4 and Plus 4. Basically, I've been looking online, haven't seen many videos and stuff like that of the main differences of the two. What I was trying to figure out is if I should upgrade to the new one or stay with the old one. And I got a different boat, so of course I had to get the other fish finder as well. So basically, if you run down the specs, they're virtually the same. They use the same transducer, the same wiring, they're plug and play. You can, if you have the Striker 4, you can literally just change out the head unit. You don't even need the other stuff. The transducer, the wiring and everything is just plug and play. You can use the same wiring, which is great because I just plugged in the new one and the old one. I'm just gonna move to another boat. Anyway, so like I said, the differences are minimal, except for there's a couple of glaring differences. Obviously, number one is the size. The Plus 4 is quite a bit larger, and so if you need a larger screen or you want a larger screen, that's actually really nice to have the larger screen. And the other one is the quick draw map. So right here we have the quick draw map. I don't have it set up right now to draw mapping as I'm not on the water or whatever. I have used it. It works really well. I think it can map 1.2 million miles of topographic mapping of the bottom. I live in an area where we don't have a lot of maps of the water itself, so I'm finding it actually very handy. I am really enjoying mapping the bottom and being able to go back and find different places that I may have missed. It doesn't keep on mapping on places you've already done. It just overlays, so you're not constantly using memory over and over if you go over the same spot. It already knows what it is and it just has it in its memory. So that's good. So it doesn't use a ton of memory that way. Other than that, other than the quick draw map and the screen size, they're virtually the same unit. Functionality is the same. If you know how to use one, you know how to use the other one. The only difference, again, being the quick draw mapping. One thing I have found glaringly different is this, besides the screen size, is the screen resolution. So the screen resolution on the Striker 4 is 480 by 320 pixels, and it's a HVGA color screen. And for the Plus 4, they've gone to a QSVGA screen, and the resolution is 272 by 480. Now it seems about the same, but it's not. It is actually, when you're looking up close, it's much more, the new one is much more pixelated than the old one. Now I don't know why Garmin would have gone with the new screen resolution. Maybe someone knows, but anyway, it is significantly different, which is really disappointing. This thing would have been a home run if they would have just had the same resolution to screen, but it's not. It is more pixelated. It is noticeable. The colors are noticeable. I don't know if you can notice on the screen, but the difference is noticeable. The old screen is much clearer, much easier to read. I don't know if the camera's picking it up at all. It's probably hard to see on through the camera, but I can really notice it in when you're looking at them side by side. It's quite the difference. I don't know why Garmin would have done it, but they did. It's probably cheaper, and they're saving some money by having a bigger screen with a lower quality. So that's disappointing. Other than that, like I said, the units are virtually identical. If you can run one, you can run the other. All the specs are virtually the same, except for, again, the quick draw mapping, the screen size, and resolution. And that's about it. So if you're wondering if you wanted to get a a new Garmin Plus 4 or stick with your Garmin Striker 4. That's the differences I've found. If you don't need the quick draw mapping software and you want a better screen, I would stick with the Striker 4. But if you do want the mapping software and you want that little bigger screen, the Plus would probably be your choice. Anyway, those are my thoughts, and thank you very much.